Hello everyone and welcome to this Wix landing page tutorial. We will be providing a simple and easy guide on how to create your Wix landing page. Wix is an awesome drag and drop website builder and we're going to be showing you how you can do this easily. So stick along to the end of this ride as we will be taking you through the steps to do this successfully. Right away, you'll need to get to Wix.com, and at the top right corner, you can see the login option or get started. If you'd like to get started, you can simply click on the get started option, and the sign up process is pretty easy. You can put in your email, confirm your email, and then choose a password and confirm your password to sign up. Or you can of course click and continue with Google. So because we have our account already, we're going to be using the login option. We're going to put in our email, click and continue with email. And then we have our password, then click and log in. And right here, we have different sites that we've created already, but if this is your first time, you can of course click on create new sites. And that's what we want to do for you. So we're going to click and create new site. Now on this page, you have the option to create your landing page with AI by clicking on Start Chat, but we'll be using Setup Without Chat in this tutorial. So right here, it says what type of website do you want to create. You have some examples right here. You can click on it, but we're looking to create a landing page, right? So we're just going to select this and say landing page, or we can simply write landing, right? So you have landing page, startup landing page, product landing page, app landing page. There are lots of landing pages. So you'll need to select which landing page you're interested in, right? So we'll be choosing travel landing page, right? Just to be more specific and help Wix to target its suggestions based on what we're saying, right? So travel landing page, clicking continue, and you can see it's currently preparing our dashboard. So we've been taken to this page where you could of course connect your custom domain for your landing page, whatever landing page it is. And here you can set up payment methods in case there is a payment option on your landing page. But we're focusing on the design of this website. Then after which you could of course get found on Google using the SEO setup by Wix. Of course, we're going to be clicking on design site. And once again, it's asking us if we want to generate a design with AI. We have the option to do that, or we could pick a template. Go ahead and select pick a template. And because we chose travel landing page, you can see right here, it's giving us specific suggestions based on what we wrote. And this is why it's important not just to write landing page, but of course you could do that and you have many more options to choose from. Wix is great at providing suggestions with different beautifully designed templates, right? Then at the top right here, you have two options, coming soon landing page and travel blog. We wanted a travel landing page, so of course you could choose this or choose any option available. So we'll be having the option to view this website. And here you have travel blog, going places. I haven't been anywhere, but it's on my list, right? So you have travel, eat, relax. So this is how your landing page will be looking like. Of course, you can go ahead and make some changes to it. If you don't want this, you can click on back to templates and then select the first option, which says coming soon. So we're going to view this landing page and you can see our new site is coming soon. Stay tuned, right? And so this is a nice looking website. You have the option to subscribe with the email option right there. I think we could go ahead with this option and click and edit this site at the top right corner. Great, so we have our site initialized and it's looking great. But before we begin, you can see some functions right here which will help you meet the design needs of your unique preferences. You have add elements, add section, pages and menu, site design, add apps, my business, media, and CMS. So now that you know that, you can click away from it. Now you have this beautiful looking template and also you have the drag and drop feature or simply click to edit feature. So you have the top menu option right here. You have your home, subscribe and book online. And then of course you have this nice looking clock right here. So when you scroll down, you can see about Skyline. Let's assume that this is your website and this is what you want, Skyline. But of course, if you want to make edits to it, all you need to do is to double click on it and you can see edit text. We're going to click on edit text and there you have about Skyline selected. You could change it to about orange lines, right? Let's call this your travel brand and this is what you want, orange lines. And then of course you could write a paragraph about your brand and your landing page. You could of course add a form right here. Now a form could be something you could have for others to put in. For example, if we click on it. So here if you want to add a form, it says here choose an existing form or create a new one. Go to form settings, forms tab. So you could go to edit form And here you have your form fields, and these are elements which you can add to your form field, right? So you can say first name, last name, email, then of course you could say subscribe, right? You have the submit button right here. Then of course you could say yes, subscribe me to your newsletter. If you want to change the wording, you can come over here and change the wording according to your preference. Then you have a required field. Now this is a required field, but we don't want it to be a required field because this doesn't allow the option to be skipped if they don't want to, right? But of course, the first name, let's say it's a required field, but the last name doesn't necessarily have to be a required field. The email, of course, we want it to be a required field, and then we could say, yes, subscribe me to your newsletter. Then we could have a preview, how it looks like, go to settings, you can see required field style, asterisks, label, required or none. Of course, this is not great because this doesn't allow the user to know at a first glance if it's required. We prefer label because this already helps them to understand that it's required. So we could leave it at that. So we could go to submissions and see who has submitted if we're live. Then after everything is done, you can click on save and then click and go back to forms. So you can see here we have my form which has been created. So of course we can click on the X at the top right area, and you might be expecting to see the form right here, but you'll need to go to settings and then select the form from the list of forms you might have created. We just created one, and we're going to select it and click away. And you can see we have our first form right here looking nice. So this is a first name, last name, email, and yes, subscribe me to your newsletter, right? So this is how our website is looking like. You can see the logo right there. If you want to change it, you could change it by selecting it and change basic shape. You could go through settings, go through design settings, animation effects. If we click on animation effect, you can see the fade option, you can see shutters, and then click away, right? So after all has been done, you can go over to the top area, and at the top here, you can see the switch to mobile option. Doing this will help you see how your website will be looking like on a mobile device. So this is looking good, and the form as well is looking great. So we're going to switch back to desktop and then click on preview. Preview can be found at the top right corner, and here is our landing page. About orange lines, of course a paragraph which you might have put yourself, and then you have your first name, last name, email, and the first name is explicitly said that it is required. And then of course you could tick yes, subscribe me to your newsletter. So as you can see, we've been able to make some changes and show you what you need to do in case you want to make some real changes on a website template and make it your own in order to have your Wix landing page. So we hope you can go ahead and make yours and make the best out of it by using your custom fonts, your custom backgrounds, and publish it as we will do at the end of this video. All we'll need to do is to click on publish, and there we have the link to our website. You could of course click view site, but we've done that already, and now it's your turn to go ahead and make your Wix landing page. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.